Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my weekly review of the HBO's Game of Thrones. This week we've seen Season 6, Episode 7, which is called The Broken Man.
You did it!
I have Lily with me this week, my girlfriend. I'm just celebrating my birthday weekend, which isn't really concerned to you guys, but well, it was a good amount of fun. Usually I did say I'd be reviewing Penny Dreadful first, but I kind of got behind on catching her up on Penny Dreadful.
Yeah.
So when she is over today...
I'm now 3 episodes behind.
Yeah. Since she is over today, we were both caught up in Game of Thrones, so I figured we just watch that together. My review of Penny Dreadful will be coming up within the next couple days, though. I promise you on that. But this week actually makes me feel pretty eager to talk about Game of Thrones. I'm not sure. I'm guessing Penny Dreadful was probably pretty great this week, too, but this week was a pretty significant episode because we've seen the return of a pretty major character that's been gone since Season 4.
Yep.
Of course, the character that's been speculated that would return for a while. A character that I thought would return since the episode where he was left for dead by Miss Arya Stark, and that was, of course, Sandor Clegane, the Hound. He's fucking back.
Yeah, and he freaked the hell out when it happened.
I
swear he was about to choke me because he was that excited.
I was pretty excited.
For some reason, you were thanking me.
Yeah.
I'm not in control of this. Why did you thank me?
You don't look like George R.R. Martin.
No, I don't.
But anyway.
I'm missing some extra bits.
Although this could be their whole play here, but because I'm pretty sure in the books there's still like a mystery about him. But on this we know for sure, obviously now. But,
yeah.
But anyway.
I haven't even finished.
Like ever since Arya left him, I felt like he is a significant enough character that we would see him again if he wasn't like shown to actually die or be killed. But again, it would realistically make sense if we didn't see him again because his character wouldn't necessarily cross paths with him again. But luckily, he is a significant enough character that we did see him again on his own anyway. And we also seen Ian McShane in this episode, who of course is a pretty credible actor. I was hoping he'd stick around for a bit longer, but
whatnot.
It was of course it was a really good opening. You see these guys, carrying these logs back and forth, and then you see it's one guy carrying a big one on one shoulder on his own. Then of course he puts it down. You see it's the Hound, beard and all burned on his face.
Yep, and you freaked out. You were clapping like a little girl. It was really funny.
So I was expecting that we would see him again. But still, I was very happy. I'm just happy to have him back in the show. I really miss seeing him around. The actor does such a good job with it. And when he was around, he was one of my 3 favorite characters. It was always Tyrion, Jon, and the Hound. And so it's really great to have him back now. Still hoping for the Clegane Bowl at some point. Starting to line up again, but I'm not sure how he's going to get all the way over there again, but we'll see.
No.
But it'll definitely
Maybe Jaime will find him, though, while he's out and about.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're still in different areas. I could be wrong. I'm
not
not the best with Game of Thrones geography or anything, but
either am I.
But he's gonna get tied in with some of the other characters again at some point, so we'll see. And either way, I'm still hoping to see, when it comes down to it, the Hound maybe against some White Walkers or some of the dead. That'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Finally let him get a hold of some of that Valyrian steel.
And then maybe he can finally eat every fucking chicken in the room.
Anyway, so really cool opening. Really good to see the Hound back. So apparently Ian McShane's character, I don't remember his name, even though I just read an interview about it.
Yeah.
But you guys know who I mean by Ian McShane.
I don't. I've never met the guy until now.
Apparently, Ian McShane, he wasn't quite a meister hiding behind that rock or anything.
No.
But apparently he did find the Hound. I think he said it was it seemed like it's been like a day or 2 or something.
Several days later, because he said that there's bugs infecting his wound. He smelled like shit.
He thought he was dead, then he coughed, and then a couple times after that he thought he was dead, but he just wouldn't die.
Yeah.
The Hound just thinks... It was pretty interesting, the conversations they did have, though, because the Hound is saying, I'm just a, tough to kill, I'm a big bastard or whatever,
Yeah.
But Ian McShane's character, he thinks the gods have other plans for Sandor Clegane. He thinks he's going to serve a greater purpose. He believes that people can still change. He believes in a way that he can sort of come back and sort of find redemption no matter his past deeds and things like that.
Oh yeah, because then at one point they were all basically in like a story circle, so the rest of the people who are building whatever the structure is.
Mm-hmm.
And so, whatever the actor's name is.
Ian McShane.
Yeah, thank you. He's going around the circle just talking to them about his past and kind of what led him up to doing all the good works that he's been doing, talking about how in his past he ended up killing a little boy in front of his mother's eyes, and then just having that haunt him for the rest of his life. So instead of living with that guilt and living with that pain, he tries to make other people's lives better, even though he completely screwed up that one woman's.
So I thought some people are probably pissed that he was only in one episode. I was expecting him to be in more, but I think they utilized the actor well while he was there. He had some.
He did make an impact.
Yeah, and I think, of course, the Hound's going to be taking revenge on. I forget the name, what you'd call them, but basically there are these guys that came up and they're basically demanding like supplies, food, metal, things like that.
Yeah, they just kind of pretend in ways to be part of like some sort of cavalry or whatever. Then you just go in, and if they don't get what they want right off the bat, then they kill them for it.
Yeah. And so the Hound, he ends up hearing a scream. He finds all the people that were building with them, dead, and he finds Ian McShane's character. He finds Ian McShane's character, Hun. So.
Yeah, from the structure they were building.
Yeah. So it looks like next week's episode, though, he's going to be taking an axe to those boys.
Kicking some ass.
So I'm really looking forward to that. Should be a very gratifying scene or two. So.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'm kind of excited for that. Just kind of seeing him doing what he does best. It's like, we
killing is the sweetest thing there is.
Besides eating every fucking chicken in the room. Yeah, so you saw him like swinging around an axe and stuff like that, and you could just see the brute strength behind it all, and how like the guy who saved him was just still completely shocked with the amount of strength that he possessed, and how it took him nothing to split logs in half. And then
the first scene they had together, Ian McShane asked how many men it took to cut him down. He said it was one man, a woman.
Yep.
And I sort of appreciate that the Hound, owned up to, who beat him.
The honesty.
Yeah. But if you guys do, I'm not trying to be a fanboy here, but he did have that infected bite when he fought, but we don't need to go back into that again. But I was reading an interview with Ian McShane about the episode, and, he was basically asked if he thinks, his character's message will stick with the Hound. He said he believes in, like, personal vengeance, and I think the Hound will get that, but I do think it's going to start to change him even more a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to start to resonate with him more.
Yeah. I feel like we've seen, like, other layers to the Hound ever since, his travels with Arya and stuff like that. But, yeah, I feel like he's definitely more on the good side of our characters as opposed to, like, everyone's morally gray, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We know who the good guys are, really.
Yeah, at least we know who we're rooting for.
Yeah. Every character's done, dark stuff, but we have our favorites.
Yeah. And then some we really wish were dead.
Yeah.
I can think of one.
Yeah. I can think of a handful.
I can think of one in particular who's recently been pissing me off.
Alright, but anyway. So all the Hound stuff was really great in this episode. I was talking off screen for a second, but we had some other stuff going on. We had Jaime, trying to deal with the Blackfish, of course, being sent away from King's Landing. I think Cersei's actually at a pretty big risk right now. Jaime known to protect her Tommen being, just with the faith and Crown walking hand in hand now. But Jaime dealing with the Blackfish, of course, they had, for some reason I forget the guy's name, they were threatening to kill him. I know he was relative of Catelyn's, right? The guy they were threatening to hang on the Blackfish didn't really care.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen him for a while. I've heard his name for some reason.
I know, it's just like, because I know the whole group of them possesses a certain family name, and I know it starts with an F, I think, isn't it?
We're gonna get crucified for not knowing this.
I know, and it's like, it bothers me though, too, because I should know this.
But, and then we see some of the tactics being built around them. It's sort of like Jaime and Bronn showing up, and Bronn just, teaching all these guys how to, set a proper perimeter and things like that.
Yeah, with them, they just look like a bunch of schoolboys trying it for the first time.
And also, the main guy trying to kill the guy was the same person who had apparently, cut Catelyn's throat. that was mentioned as well.
Oh, yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah. I see a little face-to-face between Blackfish and Jaime, and the Blackfish is less than impressed, but I have a feeling Jaime will probably succeed.
Oh, yeah, the guy just kind of seemed like, in ways, almost like a stuck-up douche, like he just didn't care.
Yeah.
So especially like when his own blood relative was being threatened to be hanged and then having his throat cut.
Mm-hmm.
When Jaime talks to him, he's like, oh, he's going to be killed either way.
Oh, yeah, but probably, but...
So it was just kind of, you could tell just that guy just really didn't care.
Yeah. And then, it's kind of talked about how he stayed out of things. He didn't really act on anything after what happened to Catelyn and things like that. So,
yeah.
We can't really feel any sympathy or root for the guy very much. So,
no, not at all.
Or really get his position. So, so there's that. We also had Marjorie. She supposedly, has
with
come around
faith.
in a very big way with the faith, with the High Sparrow. She's become very one with herself, reciting verses, memorizing them very quickly, apparently taking them quite to heart,
Apparently. I think there's something up her sleeves. I don't think that she would give up that easily.
And, of course, she left a little sign or symbol for her mother.
Grandma.
Grandma. Yeah.
It's her grandmother.
Yes.
It's not her mom.
Yeah, sorry.
At least I shot you before someone else did. I saved your ass.
People actually haven't been too pissed with me in the comments since the season 4 finale, but still,
good.
I know there's people out there who probably watch it and they thumb something down because I don't remember a name or something like that.
Troll for it.
Anyway, we should probably know what that symbol means. I feel like we should know what that means.
Yeah, 'cause it was a rose.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's bothering
Why don't
me.
we stop embarrassing ourselves and just
Hi.
keep talking about it in general?
Hello.
But of course, Marjorie, she's still aligned with her family and what, she was set with in the first place. She sort of talks to the High Sparrow about how she didn't really care for the poor, she pitied them, but she found them disgusting, and now she's come around and stuff like that. But
And then how she's gave up her sex life with Tommen.
which she wasn't really excited for to begin with.
Well, no.
But she does have urges, I'm sure, elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sex life.
Yeah. What is that?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out.
I'm 20 years old now, by the way.
Yeah, look at him. All grown up.
Yeah.
Then I'm little Miss 18 over here, and it just seems wrong.
We should probably stop talking about this right now. But anyway, of course, we also had, we've seen a little bit of Cersei there as well. Then we also had Jon and Sansa going around, as well as Davos to the various houses, trying to get them to align. They did get House Mormont, by the way, who's being led by a child at this point. But
she's a hard ass.
Yeah, she seemed, she had a bit of spunk in her, but
So I said she was a hard ass.
Yeah.
My gosh.
But it appeared that she, very much takes her Meister's words, as to what she should do, and they end up getting her to align with them after a pretty good speech from Davos about what happened with Stannis.
And ended up getting how many?
62.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, any amount will help.
Yeah.
And, let's see,
just the shock on their faces, though, when, she talked to the guy next to him, was probably, commander or whatever, and she ended up just saying, oh, yeah, we have 62. I feel like since they were waiting, they're like, okay, 62 what? 62,000? 6,200? What's going on here? But nope, just straight up 62.
But Davos appears to have faith that they still have a chance at this point anyway. And, they will probably get other allies as it goes along.
Definitely.
But I do think episode 9 is supposed to be titled Battle of Bastards, or Battle of the Bastards, so... we know the battle is coming. I'm just excited to see Jon kill Ramsay, so...
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's overdue, because Ramsay needs to die.
We know Jon's not going to lose, but, we gotta build it up and stuff. But,
Could Jon, though, treat him like what Ramsay treats other people? Tortures him? Cuts his dick off?
Good segue to Theon here.
Cuts his dick off? Yeah, Theon!
But yeah, we had a pretty good scene with his sister, sort of bringing out the more Theon Greyjoy side of him again.
And we figured out she's a lesbian.
we don't know if she's a lesbian.
But shoot, she's liking that one woman's ass.
Yeah.
And her boobies.
Yeah, this one was a little bit uncomfortable seeing that. But.
It's just something I'm still not used to.
Yeah.
So,
but,
guys.
But, still, it was good to see, more of Theon come out again, because even though he has been back for a while, it still feels like he's sort of, like, cowering.
He's still, like, that little shell that Ramsay created for him.
Which makes sense with all that, of course, being traumatized and all the torture he went through.
On a daily basis. So, like, okay, I cut off your dick and now you're weak.
Yeah. And they still talk about how the uncle's coming for him, but they have shifts, they can sail faster and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Stole the good ships. Good job, guys.
And he's still sort of like wallowing in, how he betrayed Rob and stuff like that as well.
Yeah. I think though in the end though too, it's something that's still going to haunt him, unless if he in some way repays that by either saving like Arya or Sansa.
Yeah. Even
though yes, in a way he did save Sansa, but just in a more, I guess, meaningful, more direct way.
Yeah. And then back to Jon and Sansa. I forget the house they went to, but they were refused. Who had just turned them out because of respect for Eddard Stark. But they had agreed some things with Ramsay prior, and they actually helped him regain their area recently. But
I wonder if they were the ones who though gave not Bran. What's the hell is the kid's name? No. Shit. What's his name? It's one of the little boys. It's
Rickon?
Rickon, thank you! Oh my god, I wonder if they were the group that gave him Rickon, though.
Yeah, I know it wasn't the same guy that was with Ramsay, but
I don't know, I have a feeling it's the group. I will have to check that.
Again, we're probably gonna die because we're getting this stuff mixed up. So.
Sorry, it's been a while since I've seen those episodes. I binge watched both episodes in a night, so.
Yeah.
I was tired, but I wanted to get them done.
Yeah, anyway. We also had Arya, she's getting ready to make a deal to travel elsewhere. And then, of course, the girl, she sneaks up on her as an old woman.
I hate her so much.
And before Arya has a second to think, she gets stuck a couple times with a knife.
And then she stabs it in at one point and just kind of jiggles it around. I hate that girl so much.
And Arya goes into a little river, and then she manages to come up and,
Yeah, it's just walking down the streets bleeding. Everyone sees her and they just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, she's bleeding, alright.
But, yeah.
I hate that girl so much.
And
the
thing is, he told her, to make it quick.
And painless, but oh no, instead she starts being ass.
Because I do think, she isn't exactly the perfect the perfect assassin or anything like that, like she should be. She holds her personal grudges and vendettas, like against Arya, for example. But I think Arya will, probably gain the advantage over her at some point. Then.
Please kick her ass. Yeah. I was waiting for Arya to pull out needles so badly and just stab the shit out of her.
Yeah.
It needs to be done.
I think Arya's been knocked around for a little bit too long now.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so anything else that we forgot about? Probably there's something, but...
Oh, Cersei trying to make a deal. Oh, yeah, we did talk about it, didn't we?
I mentioned Cersei, but I didn't say what she did.
Oh, yeah, she was trying to make a deal with, crap. Yeah. Girl's grandma. Marjorie's.
Yeah.
I saved my ass. I did this.
But yeah, I think Cersei is in some deep trouble at this point.
Trying to get allies where she can.
Well, yeah.
I think that was it.
Yeah, so overall, this week's episode was a pretty good one. Overall, it's just kind of like, it was decent, but with the Hound's return, that really made it for me. It got me excited as hell. I'm excited to see the Hound's revenge on the people next week. That's really pretty brutal and awesome to see, so looking forward to that. As well as the Hound's involvement for the show going forward. Again, that should be awesome.
And then it looks like from the preview that next week's episode, it's going to go back to the stuff with Daenerys. So, like, you see, I think it was Tyrion and a few other people that were in, I guess, like, should we call it even a castle?
The temple?
Yeah, the temple, thank you. And then all of a sudden you see a chandelier shaking. And I'm just like, yes, the dragons are here. I got really excited.
Yeah. Anyway, overall, good episode. Again, mainly just good setup for their end of the season, but again, seeing the Hound, it really made it for me. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's anything we didn't talk about that you would like to hear our thoughts on, or at least mine anyway, feel free to leave a comment below. Would like to talk about more with you guys if I can. And yeah, so catch you guys next time for Penny Dreadful review within the next couple days, like I said. We also seen X-Men Apocalypse today, which I absolutely loved personally.
Was fucking awesome.
Definitely deserves a ton more credit, far less hate. But yeah, I'll probably be reviewing that within the week at some point for sure. So I'll catch you guys for that. And peace.
Yeah, you did it.